So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, thanks Peter, there's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Okafor. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Thinks one through.
Sergi will be out to seize control of that left flank, Peter. He's going to have a very busy game in both defence and attack.
And of course he has this great reputation for energy.
Yeah, and he's not going to miss an opportunity to get in that final third and get a few crosses in.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland. Schüller. Fofana. He's got away, and here's Marlon. Now here's the delivery. Good read, needed to be. He can get that clear. Not the most accurate pass. Strokes it back. Nicely weighted ball. And the counter is on. Good ball over the top. DiMarco spots it and intercepts. Marlon. And they can counter here. Okafor. Threads one in. Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Nice. Ended up in no man's land. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And the through ball. And the shot! Hakimi gets into a good position. So it is still 0-0. Marlon. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Aimed beyond the defence. He's had a shot! Goal! Crescer!
Tá lá, ele guardou a dele. Haaland, violento.
You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Crescer are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate.
Has a shot!
Tá lá, Manuel Pingolinha.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manuel, vem pra cá, pode sair aí.
That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
Looking to play him in, back into the middle. Decent chance! It's loose, he's gone for goal!
Ixi, Maria!
Just off
O
target.
time seu tá forte, hein, Nilson? Seu time tá
He's
forte.
caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Okafor.
Pode,
Gets a good push in
pode.
there.
Mas vai com calma, vai com calma. Olha se tem carro na pista aí.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's Neymar!
Nossa, esse menino tá perigoso, rapaz. Mudou bastante.
Sumptuous finish.
Rapaz, menino perigoso.
They have hauled themselves right back
Esse Neymar é bom, viu?
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He has given that the lot. Bang.
Parece
You
com o
just
filho dele.
can't save those, Peter. Too much power, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Looking for options for movement. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Haaland. And it's Fofana. And here's Haaland. Marlon. Oh, great header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Okafor is offering a wry smile there.
Wan-Bissaka, Cruzeiro looking to pass their way through. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves.
Vamos
and it's level
colocar
taking at half
os
time.
mestres para jogar. Vamos
So there was the first
colocar
half.
os mestres para
Well, half
jogar.
of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Substitutions
It's
taking
been a
place.
decent 45 minutes.
Só tem
Competitive,
poste lá dentro da área, viu, Nilson? Cuidado aí com os
The game has
cruzamentos.
already resumed here. Okafor is sporting a guilty look after that. Goal!
Você tá perigoso, rapaz. Você tá violento. Tá jogando, hein?
It's their second corner of the game. There's the header.
Ó,
Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
e o Exposito.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a
Nossa,
touch.
conseguiu mesmo fazer esse golaço.
The way he did. He got a strong
Muito bem.
forehead behind that one.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
That pass isn't the best. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Schüller calmly anticipates. It's roll!
Pô, que é isso,
He
hein?
hits the net.
E se brincar,
Two
vai virar o
are
jogo.
in
Pera aí.
charge, and things are
Pior
looking
esse
pretty
tempo.
good for them now. Oh, beautifully
Fora daí,
dispatched.
Haaland.
There was no reaching that.
Bota o monstro ali pra
Fabulous finish.
ninguém se ele tá brincando de serviço, não.
99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution.
Cruzeiro can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real... There's the shot!
O gigante entrou pra área e aí ele não perdoa. Ele não perdoa, só.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Goes for a shot! He's got a goal! That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Nossa, o moleque tá da tabaia, rapaz.
That is supreme.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Cruzeiro are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Okafor, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now who's going to be first to this? Fofana. Nicely aimed pass. Tries to pass it through. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Azar. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well. Plays a sharp little ball here. Solid! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Big chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now he's off and running. Marco Verratti. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Okafor. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Neymar. Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 14.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 18, Bernardo Silva. Coming on the field.
It's not an especially good pass, that.
Donadoni.
Well read, nice interception.
Anthony.
That is a little undercooked. Now it's Solot. Fofana. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Marco Verratti. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Seja is always looking to play quality balls. That's a good run down the left. Raul. And there's the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Corner number 3 coming up. He gets big. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And he's quick to snatch it back. And he's worked it through. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. DiMarco. Konate. Okafor. Bonadoni. And he cuts out the supply.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
There will be 5
Sino.
minutes added time.
Fofana knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Cruzeiro have themselves a chance from the spot.
Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. And that's one back. Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Cruzeiro give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, sweet feet.
That's that, the end.
Foi uma vitoraça, Nils.
Indeed, they controlled, but they
Desgramadinho tá jogando bem, é.
a defeat.
Sua gameplay melhorou, hein? Cê é louco. Ô, tá jogando bem, você tá doido, hein?
Eu falei que eu tô jogando antes,
Não, você mudou. Você mudou mesmo, filho. Você mudou mesmo, você tá doido, hein?
Mas esse time dele vai vir futsal, não. Eu nem coloquei o
Não,
os caras que é rápido lá.
seu time tá forte. Você tá doido, rapaz? Eu falei disso, eu vou conseguir pegar. Rapaz do céu.
No finalzinho dá pra fazer um gol, mas o cara lá não é muito rápido, mano.
Você é doido, ele não é rápido. Ele não é. Mas ele é forte, mano.
No finalzinho tinha feito. Eu vou colocar o Luiz Dias.
Mas ele é forte.
Deixa até o final.
Ele é forte, você é louco. Vamos pra outra. Pra outra.
Ó, manda, mano. Vamos ver que essa aí tem um sarro.
Rapaz.
Vai pra torcida.
Que isso, hein, brother? Você tá doido, seu time tá bom, hein?
Eu falei pra você, mano. A gente não vai dar o sarro, não.
Não, eu percebi mesmo, viu? Eu percebi mesmo.
Eu falei, então se eu ver que o bagulho tá pau, o Neymar é bom, hein, mano? Neymar não tem como.
Não, ele é. Eu peguei ele também, ele é bom demais, dribla, o cara é forte, carrega a bola. Só que eu não pus ele nesse time. Ele tá no outro time, eu tenho outro time muito mais forte. Esse é o mais fraco meu, ué.
Bom mais forte, porque é mais fácil, nem tá dando nada, não.
É, não, você vai ver, né? Vamos ver nessa agora, vamos ver nessa.
Então, beleza, então. Vou pôr o Luiz Dias bem no final. Diz, o que quer correr? Vai chorar, Pedro.
Tá, você vai ver.
Falou.
Falou, Deus. Moço. Botar os grandes agora. Bora pra cima, galera!
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Diaz. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Marco Verratti. Gehi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
DiMarco. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. And that could set him on his way. He's found the way through. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty.
Sim, foi com tudo. Chegou de...
From the spot. The major moment in the game.
Desgramado, hein?
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Floated through. Big chance! Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Bernardo Silva clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Looking to play him in, and there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Can he finish? Goal! Crescer!
Dembélé pediu a Cristiano Ronaldo para passar ali na frente. Toma que é sua, Cris.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Crescer are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Cruzeiro have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go?
We all love a tryer, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
And that's another good win of the ball.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard. Oh, good spread. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Raul. Lobbed in behind. And the shot's on here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gehi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Save from Khan.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Dois.
Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Klosterman.
Cruzeiro really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, that's fabulous. Diaz! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that really is so impressive. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Haaland, looking for the run, and he's worked it through. It's Cristiano! It's hit the upright. Out to the left it goes. Aims beyond the defence. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Raspilicueta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you're walking through the gates.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 18.
Second period then underway.
Coming on the field is...
Cruzeiro are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he cuts out the supply. Nicely spread. Hakimi. Nicely weighted ball. There will be a throw-in. DiMarco. Haaland is herring after that one. Gets a good foot in there. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Serves up a cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Looking for a runner.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cruzeiro do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects them.
Goal! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least. because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he was quick to react. Conte. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That looks a good ball through. He's shifting. Haaland! And that would have been some goal.
Haaland certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Raul. Cruzeiro still have the cards to affect this game. And for a moment you thought that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now, can they get him away? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has ended up in no man's land. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Cruzeiro clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Haaland. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Marco Verratti. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Cuidado, menino. Fica deitado com chupando bala, não. Você vai engasgar aí, ó.
Searching passes played there.
Fica deitado chupando bala, não. Você engasga com uma bala dessa aí.
That is one way to stop him.
Pode sentar aí. Não fica deitado com a bala, não.
Can he get on the end of this? And they're back on the ball again. That pass surprised everyone, not in a good way. And the pass is
Não, não põe a bala deitado, não.
Cruzeiro really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Levanta, Manuel.
Anthony. Oh, such a clever touch. There's the shot. It's a foul. It's in the box. It's a penalty. Cruzeiro present their opponents
Dei outra pra
with
Nilson,
the
será?
best possible chance here to turn a deficit into a lead. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cruzeiro must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Azar. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Tries to pass it through.
Então chupa a bala deitada.
Really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Anthony. Diaz. Raul. He's having a shot!
Nossa. Que isso, hein, Nilson? Você tá bravo mesmo, velho.
Has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Added time.
Knocks it into space.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And there goes the
É, não tem jeito não, já segunda derrota. Você tá doido. Cara, eu vou ter que partir para outro time mesmo, porque esse time aqui não tá aguentando o céu, não.
Oh, eu também não tá conseguindo pegar mais não, pai.
Tá não, viu? Tá não. Você tá doido, seu time tá bom, hein?
Eu vi que as duas tabelinhas que eu fiz do começo ao fim lá com o Raul e o...
Derrota. Eu não tô acreditando. Outra derrota, velho? Ah, não. Não tá dando pra aguentar isso aqui, não, velho.
Não, isso aí não dá, pai. Você tem que jogar a camisa, mano. Que o pai agora tá ruim.
Não, você tá bom mesmo. Você tá bom mesmo, não adianta não.
Ô, mano, ontem eu perdi 2 partidas só.
Moço.
Eu vacilei na saída e a outra que eu vacilei também. E 1-0 também que eu perdi.
É, né? Eu vou ver se eu acho um time aqui pra competir com o seu aqui.
Eu falo aí pra você, né? Time se traz um pesado, outros
Não, mas eu não quero colocar time forte pra jogar contra você, não. Só as evidências aqui, ó. Coloquei uma evidência, só as evidências.
Não, pai, meu time tá fora, mano. Tem maldade.
Não, tá.
Meu Serginho é um cão. Isso é um cão, mano. O cara chega no lateral.
Não, ele é rápido. Ele é rápido. Você tá doido.
Rapaz, que cara miserável, mano. Toda hora intercepta.
Aguenta aí que eu vou no banheiro ali, rapidinho que nós volta.
Fechou. Falou.
É um desaforo, eu tenho que apertar. Bora. Bora partir pra cima. Bora, Nils! Rapaz, seu time tá forte, viu, bicho? Você tá habilidoso agora, você não tá aqui jogando aquela loucura que você jogava antes mais, não. Meu Deus. Eu coloquei esse Mbappé desse jeito. Seu time ainda é 4 mais forte ainda, hein? Mas segura a bronca.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
For me, Peter, Marque is one of the most technically accomplished centre-backs around. He's also got great recovery speed and athleticism, and a really intelligent reading of the game. There's no doubt in my mind that he's among the very best in the current crop of English defenders. He has been excellent.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Diaz! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Ødegaard, DiMarco. Now it's Neymar, distributed tidily. Now it's Rice. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta powering forward here. Hazard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Diaz. And here's Batistuta. Great ball, and he's in here. Header! Yehi pokes it out wide. And it's Ødegaard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's been shifted off it. That is a great pick out. Diaz couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Has a look and plays it forward. Neymar is onto this. Ødegaard. Cross from Ødegaard. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. DiMarco gets over and intercepts. Modric. And this is Neymar, and he's running through. It's Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Now it's Rice. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Haaland. Rice. Seja makes the interception. Neymar. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Neymar. And it's Hazard. That's rather hopeful. Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bernardo Silva. Hit into the middle. Haaland.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Koundé defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Oh, good take. Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this? Out to the left it goes.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well timed, excellent interception. Van Dijk cuts it out. That's a cute ball. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Neymar. Now it's Haaland. Haaland. Now then, the ball's come loose. Spread it left. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Ødegaard. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please kindly remove
An
hidden
engrossing
cars
half,
on the road
but we're
outside
still
the
where we
stadium.
started, 0-0. Here we go again then.
Cruzeiro have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He's got full. They've done it! And the second half is off to a flyer. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Corner number 2 then.
Bernardo Silva. Coming on the field is number 5.
And now a sudden chance to counter. DiMarco. And it's Modric.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Modric charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Opts for safety. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Seja spots it and intercepts. Now a droll, and he's found a way past. DiMarco deals with that comfortably. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe. Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them. Shot, surely! They've scored! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now it's Haaland. Out to the right. He's found a way through. Chance! Relentless! Just relentless!
E o jogo vira. Só coloquei um time mais ou menos parecido com o seu, filho.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's ended up in no man's land. DiMarco. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Koundé. Half an hour gone in the second half. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice looking ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ambitious ball here. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Now it's roll. It's roll! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cruzeiro are coasting towards victory. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Haaland. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Played out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fora o Bari, 62% de posse de bola. 7 chutes ao gol. 50% de aproveitamento. 40% nos chutes. Pera aí, vou tirar uns carinhos aqui. Haaland mesmo tá morto. Opa. Agora eu coloco. O Batistuta ainda tá aguentando a parada.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Number 14, Hazard. Number 10, Neymar. Coming on the field.
Oh, what a climb!
Bate-gol! Ele não ia sair desse jogo sem fazer o dele. E bate-gol, Nilson!
More comfort, easing away. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Added minutes have
Cruzeiro
been
are
indicated.
having a ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Gehi. And this is Neymar. Now it's Modric. Modric. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now it's Diaz. And that has put paid to that.
Tá lá, Nilson! Tá lá! Eu tenho que voltar pro outro time mesmo. Se eu continuar com esse aqui, o couro é bruto.
Picture perfect to win. They will relish having.
Ah, vou voltar pro outro ali, senão você não vai aguentar a pancada não, hein? Voltar pra seleção dos novatos ali. Eu acho que faltou ali, foi só alguma coisinha pra me ajeitar nele. Deixa eu ver. Num cuco eu tirei, mas eu volto aí depois. Vamos pro jogo. Agora eu voltei pro time mais inferior aí, porque senão a pancada vai ser bruta. Vamos pra cima, Cruzeiro! Vamos pra cima, Cruzeirão! Vamos, zero!
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played back in. Donatoni. He rises!
Rapaz, esse time aqui parece que não vai estar muito esse não. Mas eu sou insistente, eu acho que aguenta. Nem que eu pego uma partida com ele, mas que eu vou insistir com ele.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Cruzeiro are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Raul, he's shifting through the gears here. Donatoni. Gehi wins the duel this time. Now it's Abraham. Rijkaard. Hosselu tries to play it through. Okafor finds himself offside. The most accurate pass. Hazard. Hazard! And that is wildly off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Caught offside that time. Abraham receives it in a good position here. And here's Abraham. Now, who's going to be first to this? Played out to the right. And here's Abraham. And this is Verratti. Gets his head on it! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Verratti. Oh, that's fabulous. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Marco Verratti clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width.
It's Raul! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's there to hit it! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
DiMarco tries to pass it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Okafor. Threads one in. DiMarco. In by DiMarco. Big header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Rijkaard. And he was quick to react. He has found the way through. And he has been fouled there. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. It's a searching pass, and he's intervened well there. Conte. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's going for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. He gets big, and he has kicked it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Hosselu. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Conte. And there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to celebrate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into
Dá
the
licença, César, e o bicho vai pegar. Dá licença, César, e o bicho vai
Pretty
pegar.
happy with the way
Vai,
they performed so
vai,
far. They
vai
remained calm
pegar.
after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
So in they come for the break.
Você
with nothing to
entra, viu,
separate
Raul?
them. The score 1-1.
Fazer uns golaços pra nós no finalzinho aí.
Substitutions taking place.
Cruzeiro get the ball rolling in the second half. Cruzeiro come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Knocks it into space. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in. And this is Verratti. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And now they can spring out of defence. That's an errant pass. Donadoni, who's set up one goal so far. Donadoni. To Hazard. Donadoni. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Cruzeiro clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
Big chance! Okafor! Oh, surely that deserved better.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Quality ball. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Great vision. Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution.
Cruzeiro are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Surlot. He's cut it out.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that is expertly dealt with. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. In he goes again. They've done it! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Early ball out from the back.
Bora, gente, bora, gente! Não acredito que Nilson tá me dando trabalho pro meu time aqui, não. Não tô acreditando, não tô. Sério, eu não tô acreditando nessas derrotas. Com esse time eu não aguentar o seu.
Look at the spits roll! That was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now this could be a chance.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
It's a pretty loose pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pass somewhat off target. Raul, can he get on the end of this? Shot a goal! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes a substitution. Cruzeiro have reclaimed it. Shula. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's going to go a long way. Shot could be on. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that pass isn't the best. Ronaldo chasing after it. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Azar. Looking for options for movement. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Ball looks a good one.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Ah, não. Ah, é mentira o TD desse.
Sergi is looking to influence the game from out wide. 4 added minutes on the board. Now then, the ball's come loose. And we're done. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all
Três
around
partidas.
us. Things going
Meu
pretty
Deus
awry.
do céu. Eu vou falar que eu não aguento esse com esse time. Eu vou jogar com ele e quero ver se não vai sair com ele. Com esse time aqui dá trabalho mesmo, mas eu vou ganhar com você com ele, cara. Eu cismei que é com ele. Você tá doido?
Eu acredito tudo partida, mano. Eu peguei a meu acidente de campo desse cano, fechar aí, só. É, pai, é que comigo assim, bateu, levou.
Você tá doido? Com esse time aqui eu não tô dando conta de ganhar de você mesmo, não, ué.
Ué, Flávio, o que aconteceu com você, mano? Você jogava bem?
Uai, ainda joga, você tá doido? Você tá doido? Você vê lá a posse de bola e tudo, seu time tá forte, filho. Ó, eu sei, eu acho que eu tô deixando muito aquele zagueiro Klosterman ali, ele não tá aguentando segurar os caras de cabeça lá, você tá fazendo muito gol com aquele grandão lá. Você tá com o gigante lá e ele tá aproveitando. Prepara o lombo aí.
Já assistiu o jogo da Inter, o homem tá voando.
Não, tá, ele tá mesmo, o bicho tá bom mesmo. Eu vou Eu vou partir pra cima de você agora com eu vou colocar com os velozes. Aí eu vou fazer gol, eu vou começar. Hã?
Você não tirou na carta, não?
Tirei ou não, tirei não.
Ó, tinha ele e aquele cara lá, o da Inter também, que chama lá, o Otário Dias.
Não, eu não
peguei. Falei, quer saber, duas? Vou pegar ele. Depois não pegou o Otário Dias. Tirei ele. Aí quando eu tirei na carta dele, acabou, mano. Nossa, que sorte do caramba.
As moedinhas que eu tinha aí, eu juntei elas, fui juntando, fazendo aquelas tarefinhas que eles mandam lá. Juntei 500 moedinhas e peguei o Batistuta.
Flavinho, o Roberto da Moa tá quebrando o C lá na ponta, hein?
Não, o desgramado do bicho é bom. Você é doido, tem bom, eu tô olhando esse jogador seu, o que for bom, eu vou juntando pra me pegar as cartinhas dele da próxima.
Meu time tá foda, mano. Ó, fora os reservas que eu tô trazendo ainda.
Não, o time tá bom, seu time tá bom mesmo.
Ó, falando pra vocês, ontem eu só perdi duas ontem, mano.
Rapaz, seu time tá bom, ué. E o que os carinha falam pra você?
Ah, os caras, vou ver que tá de primeira divisão, mano. O cara mandou mensagem pra mim falando desse Serginho. Caralho, mano, o Serginho joga de zagueiro, lateral, mano. Tá foda por essa defesa com ele.
Não, ele é bom, velho. Eu tentei tirar ele, não consegui. Não consegui pegar o.
Eu peguei o mano da arqueira, só no oitavo lugar da divisão, mano.
Sim.
O cara é bom, cara. Eu ganhei pro cara, tá bravo?
Eu não acredito? Eu creio aí, claro que eu acredito. Com certeza, filho.
E retranquei tudo também, até o tal também. Não chegou o tempo.
Os caras.
Só o zagueiro pela frente.
Os caras.
Ei,
os caras morrem de raiva disso aí. Você retrancar, mas os caras ficam bravos. Eles querem, ué, jogo é jogo. Você quer deixar fácil pro cara, né? Os caras querem que fique. Não, você sabe o que é? Você mudou o seu jeito de jogar, filho. Você não é a mesma coisa mais, não. Antigamente você ficava jogando na loucura. Eu ria pra caramba disso aqui. Agora não, você tá dando passe. Você tá dando trabalho. Prepara, hein?
Só deixa o grandão entrar na área.
É, então tá, bora ver.
Ó,
Ah,
aquele espectro pelado, mano, ele é alto de cabeça.
sim,
De cabeça.
sim. Não, é fera mesmo. É isso aí, é ele que tá tendo essas vantagens. Você viu com o outro time lá, você viu com o outro time lá, né? Eu tenho, no outro time eu tenho o Van Dijk, os outros caras, é tudo bom. Pra tirar a bola da aérea. Aí já deu trabalho pra você, mas eu quero ganhar com esse time.
Não vai ganhar não, cara.
Vou.
Tô alinhado aqui.
Vou ganhar, você pode ter certeza.
3-1, mano.
Você tá doido, então, 3 partidas, eu nunca perdi de jeito que você.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening.
O coro virou, né? O coro virou.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim
Bora.
Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
He's had it taken off him. That pass has been well intercepted. Donadoni. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Could try cutting inside here. Deep cross. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
As Piliqueta gathers from the goal kick. Gehi calmly anticipates. And there's his chance to lead the counter. A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. He's in a great position here. Cruzeiro looking to pass their way through. Azar, out to the left it goes. And that could set him on his way. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Droll. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bernardo Silva was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Vai ficar sem o Van Dijk, hein? Vai ficar sem o Van Dijk, hein? Coloquei o cara mais habilidoso aí pra dar trabalho pro Van Dijk.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Big header! And he's following up!
Tá lá. O gol é dele. Dele. Laçané.
Sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He's only too happy to take that back. Berratti charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is Sané. That has not gone well.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Marco Verratti. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And this is Raul. Hazard! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Hazard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Marco Verratti. Sané. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Sané. He's in space and looking for options.
Ah, grandão, desgramado.
Tony. Well read, nice interception. The pass has gone astray. 1-0 here, just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Delivers the ball. Oh, well played.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Hazard. Spread out to the left. And he plays one through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is just caressing the ball. Nice interception, well timed. And the counter is on. Marco Verratti. Now it's Sané.
There will be 1 minute
And
at a
it's
time.
Sané. Nicely weighted ball. Surlot. An uncompromising challenge. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly
Esse não tá sendo
similar
fácil não, hein,
nicely so far.
Nilson?
Just the one goal in it, and it's all
60%.
still very
Pode
much
mudar
up
os
for
caras aqui de
grabs.
posição.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Cruzeiro are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we are already promptly back underway. Cruzeiro carrying a one-goal lead. Out of play for a goal.
Sané, se eu não conseguir que ele tem o controle da bola, assim.
Sergi. Looking for the run. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Sané unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, it's Surlot. Could be danger here. He has found the way through. He's had a shot!
Surlot really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly.
He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cruzeiro have the chance to go the other way. Cruzeiro are still that goal to the good. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Great vision. Rijkaard. He's picked his way through. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Schuler gets across to intercept that. Marco Verratti tries to pass it through. Can he get it through? And he was alert to it. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's not got that quite right. Raul. Oh, he's onto this. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Can he spark a counter here? That's good running with the ball. That has been cut short. Donadoni.
Cruzeiro have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's been intercepted. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Azar. Played back in. Oh, super ball. Cruzeiro still ahead by the game's only goal. Aims beyond the defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's out for a goal kick.
Você tá doido? Isso que é vontade de ganhar o jogo. Mexer aqui, tem gente morrendo aqui nesse meu time. Aí vazado aí, que você não tá aguentando nada. Coloca quem aqui, meu Deus? Coloca também, que eu sei que ele precisando entrar no jogo. Olha, Chudo, não fez nenhum gol. Só veio do mal. Beleza. Onachu! 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 3-2, hein? 3-2, será que você vai empatar essa aí? Não vai empatar, não.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number
We have
13.
got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 14. Hazard. Number 18.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Bernardo Silva. Coming on
Knocks
the
it into
field.
space.
Number 10.
Conte.
Neymar.
Very
Number
much into the last
17.
knockings.
Ribery. Number 5. Anthony.
And this is Sané.
Substitution.
This
Nossa,
usually is the
Sano.
time teams go into
Para isso,
conservation
né?
mode.
Eu tava aguentando nem correr mais. Caraca, velho. Final, cadê ele? Deve ser mesmo Cafu.
Substitution in progress.
Cruzeiro making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Ribery. That's been cut out, well played. And he was quick to react.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pass somewhat off target. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
3-2, 3-2 e sempre 60% de posse de bola, hein, Nils? A primeira, hein? A primeira das que virão, hein? Essa aí, não, foi. Mas é igual eu te falei pra você, eu tô aprendendo a jogar contra esse time seu.
Ele fala aqui, eu vou almoçar ali na casa do meu sogro, vai mais, tá? Não joga mais.
Beleza, então. Valeu, Nils.
Viu? Ô, mas não jogou hoje, hein, mano?
Você tá doido, seu time, filho. Eu tô doido pra dar um cornelo. Ah, depois você volta e chama aí. E eu vou jogar contra.
Na vantagem ainda, hein? Agora tô na vantagem.
Você tá 3-2.
Foi jogão, hein, mano?
Jogão, cara. Valeu, Nils.
Vou comprar pra carregar, tá tudo carregando o controle aqui.
Beleza, valeu. A hora que você voltar, você chama aí.
Hein?
Ah,
Deixa eu te falar aqui.
Ah.
Mas você viu, mano? Esse jogo é estudado, mano.
é.
Esse jogo não adianta.
Moço,